Hey everybody, it's Harold with Buckeye Outdoors. I'm out here for Nurse Angie Reviews and Adventures, and we are at Twin Creek Metro Park. Twin Creek Metro Park is a very large park. This is Morningstar Road for reference point. And we own points way north and points way that way and points way that way. It is a massive, large park. But if anybody ever follows the Haunted Ohio series, they would know that Twin Creek, this part of the park, has more of an ominous past to it. Now, I tried to film this part of this last night and was unable to. I did an intro video and then came down here because my campsite was just up the hill. And tried to do an intro video, but the video file corrupted and I have no idea why. So if you're any familiar with the legend of the woman that they often see on this road, you'll know that we're looking right at where the homestead was. Now for a reference point, this is the horse trailer parking area at Twin Creek Metro Park. This is Morningstar Road. You'll see a little green sign over there. That goes up to Camp Hook and the campsites up there. So about a little over 100-ish years ago, this little woman had a homestead right over here. You can actually see the foundation. Legend has it that there was a fire. There was a fire in the homestead. In fact, you can see the steps right there. So that would have been the front porch right up in here, and there would have been a house, a cabin, kind of not a cabin, but definitely a house here. So wind blew through a window, blew a curtain into a kerosene lantern. The house caught fire. The house had her kids in it. House caught fire. She was inside. She was unable to save her children. She ran out of the house down Morningstar, which back then was really nothing more than an old dirt road. Fell, broke her neck. Now, also we're going to bushwhack a little bit. A lot of people don't know this is back here. Now, I used to patrol these properties, and I know these properties like the back of my hand. What else I'm going to show you is back here. You got to go off the beaten path to get to it, though. We believe this was another part of her property, this old wall. As far as we know, we don't really know what the wall was, but it's really enshrouded by honeysuckle, and you do have to bushwhack to get to it, but it is here. So we are actually walking on a bit of that property where the house used to be. Now, sadly, over time, people have dumped here as well. But this is on, around, and about where the house used to stand. As a matter of fact, I do believe. Yeah, here we go. You can see right there the old brick chimney. Some very old sheet metal roofing that we believe came from this property. The house used to sit literally right here. This is where the house sat. So it's pretty wild when you think about it, right? You zoom out a little bit. So yeah, the house sat right up in here. There's a lot of old structure debris up and through here. And I do believe firmly, now a lot of people when they come to Morningstar Road, they kind of just tape the outside. What they're missing out is what's in here. It's a little hard. You got to bushwhack, but definitely believe there's more to this than meets the eye in here. Let's go on a little further. Now, as you may know, I used to be a hike patroller for the Metro Parks. And yeah, so here's another foundation wall right in through there. If you take a good look at that, you'll see it. You'll see the foundation wall. Again, that house was right here. We're literally on it. More footers down there for a foundation. I kind of believe this was the basement. This hole right here with the walls around. I'm pretty sure this was the basement to the house. Old tin roofs. So this is where the house, I believe, in my heart, was exactly the spot. And it burned. It caught fire, unfortunately, killing the children inside of it. This was well over 100 years ago. So this was the homestead. This was it. And again, it's confirmed by steps coming up over there and coming about 15 foot up to where this big square hole in the ground is, where I believe the house used to be. So let's bushwhack out of this nightmare and go back out on the road and talk about the legend now that you've seen the actual site. Let's talk about it some more in a second. So, about the legend. Now that you've seen, because we were right there, that's where the steps are, that's where the house is. It's like a back retaining wall back in there. So, now that you've seen that, what people report to seeing is they'll come up or down Morningstar Road and they'll see a person running frantically down the road, flailing her arms around and subsequently disappearing. I think some said that she even falls down. There's different stories to how she died, but what people have to remember, no one was here to see her die. So that's the thing to keep in mind is, yeah, she died. Her kids died right there. That was confirmed. She took off running, freaked out, panicked, and just screaming for help. One legend says she fell over a ditch. There is an old ditch here that goes steeper as you go up that way. You can get my finger in there. Yeah, as you get up that way, if she ran up that way, ditch gets a little steeper. She could have fallen off that. This area just goes uphill from here, so I can't see a ditch there. Down there is a creek she could have fallen and broken her neck in. It runs into Twin Creek. That's really it. I mean, that gets a little steep, and I think that was there originally. So some people report seeing her, some people report hearing her. Now, just a quarter mile that way, I usually camp a lot, and I used to patrol this place a lot. I know it really well. I know it like the back of my hand. So some campers report hearing some weird screams. I've heard this at night, and I'm like, what the hell is that? Just one of those things, you know, you wonder what it was, and there's no way to explain the noise. So, but yeah, some people will see her running down this road at night and then she disappears, or they say she falls. So that's the legend, guys. Now we hope to do a lot more haunted Ohio type videos like this. I never really investigated this, but again, what was strange is last night I hiked down here just to walk down the road, honestly, from my campsite. And I took a video of this and it corrupted the file. Only time I've ever had that happen. So strange. Let's take a look at those steps one more time. And again, remember, we were just on that side of those steps in the woods there. Anyway, guys, tell us what you think. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you didn't like. Click subscribe to Nurse Angie Reviews and Adventures. And see you on the other side. Cheers. So hey everybody, if you are interested in what Haunted Ohio book this was in, it was in a Haunted Ohio 2. You can also look this book up. I will gladly give you the ISBN number. And we're no way sponsored by Haunted Ohio. We're just letting you know this is where you could find some of these amazing stories at. And in Haunted Ohio 2, it is on page 13. Cheers.